in WA. Here to present, being part of a collective, I believe, please welcome HempGro Board member Bronwyn Blake.
Can you hear me without this?
Yeah.
Yeah? No? Yes? No? Okay, alright, I'll use this. Well, I think it's beer o'clock, everybody. It's Saturday afternoon, about 4:30. Hemp beer. I did check at the local bottle shop and they are sold out. I humbly apologise. But I'm not here to talk about beer today. I'm here to talk about the Western Australian Hemp Growers Co-operative, HempGro. A little bit about myself first. I'm the chair of HempGro. I'm also the owner of Vasse Hemp Farm with my husband Chris. We specialise in roasted hemp seed. A lot of you have tasted our products upstairs. And we are looking at, well, this is one of the first hemp foods that has been locally grown and manufactured in Western Australia. And our first product, Dr. Weeks Hemp Beer, hit the market on November 12th when hemp foods were legalised for human consumption. So we've got really big visions for Vasse Valley, but we've also got big vision for the hemp industry in Western Australia. And we've been chatting with farmers and iHempWA and members of the hemp community for a couple of years now. And something that kept coming up was the need for us to work together and the need probably for a cooperative. So hence HempGro was born. And HempGro, the name itself comes about because we are hemp growers. We're representing growers of hemp. But it means a lot more than that, the grow side of things. It means growing the industry, growing our businesses, growing markets, growing our community, and growing together. Now, the person who is largely responsible for HempGro, Gail Stubber at the back there. Hello, Gail. Thank you so much for all your hard work. The way HempGro came about is that Gail applied for a grant through Farming Together. And shock horror, she got it. So after the words, oh goody, I think she went, oh shit. I actually have a lot of work to do here now. And it has been a lot of work to get this off the ground. But we've managed, and HempGro was officially formed in April this year. Next slide. Is there one before that? Yeah, there we go. So why did HempGro form? Well, it's really a power in numbers game. So together we have a stronger voice. So HempGro represents the growers of the industry. Like I said, we are a voice for the growers, whereas iHempWA is more of a voice for the whole industry. So we represent the growers. And the reason we need a stronger voice is because there are a lot of changes that are required, but also to try to attract investment. We need more information, we need more infrastructure, and we need industry-wide collaboration. So by banding together to form a cooperative, we will be able to achieve some of these things. It also creates market opportunities by pooling, for example, our harvests. So if you've got one person growing 1 hectare and yielding half a tonne of seed, you might fill a small niche, but you're not going to create market opportunities. Whereas if we all growers pool their harvest together, and suddenly we've got a few thousand tonne, then you're going to start to generate some markets, and that's where the industry will start to escalate. Next slide, please. So what is a cooperative? I'm sure a lot of people get the gist of what it might be. It's something to do with cooperating, right? But what exactly is it? It's a business, and it is owned and run by its members. So members might be customers, they might be growers, like in our circumstance, or they might be employees. Now the thing that makes a cooperative a bit special is that all members have an equal voice in how the business is run. And they all have equal voting rights. Every member gets 1 vote. Also, unlike private enterprises, a cooperative is driven by values, not just profit. And it is guided, all cooperatives are guided by 7 internationally recognised principles, which I've tried to summarise on this leaf here. So the first one is that they are voluntary, they are voluntary and open. So voluntary means that members contribute their expertise their knowledge and their skills on a voluntary basis. And open refers to open membership is not discriminatory. Democratic member control, so everyone gets equal voting rights, and we vote together if we need something changed, like one of the not principles, but one of the major operating structures of the business, for example. Economic contribution, members are expected to contribute economically. You're not going to get anything for free. That's what a cooperative is all about. It's about banding together to run a business together. Autonomy and independence. So it is its own entity, its own business. Even if we collaborate with unis or government, we are still our own business and we must retain our autonomy as a cooperative. Education, training and information. It is in a cooperative's best interest to educate its members, because by building skills and knowledge, we will empower the cooperative. We will increase its chances of becoming a successful business. So it's in a co-op's best interest to nurture its members. Cooperation amongst cooperatives is the sixth principle, and concern for the community. So we're not going to do anything untoward the community. So there are many different types of cooperative. Next slide, please. HempGro is a non-distributing cooperative, and we're not for profit. What happens to any money that we do generate is that goes into employing staff, paying our staff, and towards future projects. We opened for membership in July. Now, to be a member of HempGro, you must hold a license to grow, harvest or process hemp in Western Australia. That's pretty much the only thing you need to be a member of HempGro. We have 28 members already. Doesn't sound like a lot, but this is actually about 50% of active license holders in Western Australia. So I think we're doing pretty well so far, and we anticipate that this number will grow. Our members are distributed throughout the state, but quite heavily focused in the southwest, about 21 in the southwest, 5 in the Great Southern, 1 in Perth, 1 around Gingin and 1 in Kalbarri. And we're hoping to get some up around Broome, Kununurra area as time goes on. And this season we anticipate approximately 160 hectares to be sown. This is ranging from about 0.2 hectares to 30 hectares. A lot of our members are new to hemp. In fact, everyone in the industry is new to hemp. So a lot of people are starting really small, and hopefully once they're successful in growing, they will expand. So we expect this number to grow significantly every year. 50% of our members are growing exclusively for seed, and 50% are growing a dual-purpose crop that is for seed and fibre. So why be in that cooperative? Here are some of the benefits. Number one, they are structured for low individual risk, but with efficiencies gained through scale. I'll give you an example. This year, most of our growers need seed. That's the number one limiting factor. You can't grow a crop if you don't have any seed. So we didn't have any seed suitable for growing in WA. We needed to import it from overseas. Now imagine if 28 licensed growers had to go through the horrendous task of applying for an import permit, doing all the paperwork, reading all the fine print, and the costs involved. It's not viable. So what HempGro has done is it's taken that risk and that burden and that time cost away from our members and done it ourselves. Thank you, Gail's done it. Thank you, Gail. Gail's lost. Yeah, thank you. Round of applause. Gail's lost a lot of sleep and got a few more grey hairs. But we expect that seed to be arriving in October. So that's one example of how our members benefit. We do the heavy lifting for them. Another one is collectively negotiate higher price and or lower costs. So we expect that HempGro will act as the middleman between the growers and the purchasers, where we will negotiate contracts for our growers to get them the best possible price. And to with economies of scale, we could probably get lower costs for things like workshops, training, machinery, and other equipment. And finally, access to information and technology. As I said before, it's in our best interest to nurture all of our members and help them to grow better crops, help them to grow their businesses, help them to grow their skill base. Next one. So, like I said, we formed in April. It wasn't very long ago. Feels like a long time ago. And a lot of hard work went into that formation. About a year, I think, of behind-the-scenes stuff from a few people. But we formed in April. And since then, I'm really proud to say that we have achieved quite a lot. A lot of the nitty-gritty that you can't see had to go on behind the scenes. So things like developing our brand, so our HempGro name and logo, setting up bank accounts, administration systems, all that stuff that a startup business has to go through. Because that's what we are, we're a startup business. But in June, so 2 months after formation, we launched our website. If you're, I suggest you all have a look. It's a really good little website. It's got some good general information about co-ops and about growing hemp. But what's special about our website is that there will be a members-only area, and this is where our members will benefit. They will have access to exclusive information about growing hemp and other information there. In July, we opened for membership, and we also put in a seed order with French cooperative Hempit for 9 tonnes of seed to be sown this coming season. So that seed is, I think it's on a ship at the moment, and I think it will arrive mid-October and be ready for planting. We're just scraping in there. It's been like I said, it's been a bit of a horrendous process, an ongoing horrendous process, but we're there for our members. So far it's looking like it's going to be successful. We are confident that it will arrive mid-October. August, we held our first members meeting, and this gave our members a chance to voice their opinions on where we should go as a business, what they want us to focus our energies on. So that takes me to my final slide, which is our strategic plan. So our vision statement, I'll just read this for you. Our vision is to establish, develop and support a sustainable and prosperous hemp industry for Western Australia. Not unlike iHempWA's vision. So it's good we're on the same page. Our mission is to build an industry by providing members with assistance to support and grow hemp in secure processing opportunities and markets. So the key word there is providing members with assistance. But through doing that, we will also be sharing a lot of our project results with the wider hemp community. The principal activities that we will be focusing our energy on are research and innovation. By the way, the strategic plan is for the next 12 months. I don't think it will change hugely over the next 5 years, but this is focusing on the next 12 months. So research and innovation, where we will be looking at which seed variety grows best in the state, in the various regions of Western Australia, and agronomy practices, so how we can better grow hemp. Education will be primarily around educating our members on how to grow better hemp. A lot of people say, shouldn't we be educating the general public on the uses and benefits of hemp? Yes, but that's not our primary objective. Our primary objective is to educate our members first, but our secondary objective is to educate the general public, and we will be collaborating with iHemp on that one. And machinery is another one. We will be looking at, we're trying to identify which machinery is best for harvesting and processing, and whether that's available in the state and who might have it available, any contractors that are going to be able to help us out in that area, and making that information available to our members. And finally, markets and marketing. So markets is trying to create or identify markets that our members can sell their produce to, and marketing will be about building the HempGro brand so that we have integrity within the agriculture and food sector. Final slide. Okay, so we have a long way to go. There's so much work to do, but we have a fantastic versatile product to work with. The general public is becoming increasingly aware. I can just see it here today compared to the previous iHempWAs I've been to. There's so much more interest and support for this product. And if we work cleverly together, then I believe we should be able to have a successful hemp industry. Thank you very much.